So how much do you realistically think you can plan an interview, and how much instinct is involved?
Both, completely. I think in my practice is to plan it meticulously. For Thatcher, for instance, I had to put her name at the top because I have a terrible memory for names, and I was terrified of forgetting her name. So I put at the top of the thing.
When she was Prime Minister?
Yes. When she was Prime Minister. At the top it would say Margaret Thatcher. That's who you're talking to today, yes. And we go to Downing Street, and it was a great setup and a very nerve-wracking occasion, because it was a live interview she used to give to Panorama, 40 minutes live. And because it was live, we had to have double the number of... We had to double up on everything in case any of the lines went down. So we had a lot of people in the room in Downing Street. And I remember one occasion she counted the number. She was having a go at the BBC as ever, and she was counting them. And she was going around the room saying 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 14. Mr. Dimbleby, or David, I had NBC here, the American thing. There were only 2 of them. I said, but we're treating you like the Queen, Prime Minister. And it didn't cut any ice at all. But anyway, to come to the interviews, I'd have a subject heading and half a dozen questions and probably 5 topics, something like that, as absolute, like a security blanket. But that's only the beginning, because then you ask the first question and then you have to earn your keep by working out where to take it from there, which bit of that answer to pick up on. You can't just go to the next question.
No.
You've got to listen. I mean, if you just go to the next question, there's no point in being an interviewer.
Sure,
just
agreed.
Anybody can read out a list of questions. So the game is always to get the first question in and then take it, but keep steering the interview either back to what you want to get at or whatever. But I mean, I remember once she had done an interview about the National Health Service, something, and she said, come and have whiskey upstairs in the study. And we went upstairs, and she went on and on, didn't stop, about the National Health Service, looking at comparative figures for waiting times in the north and the south and everything. And to break the sort of spell, I said, Prime Minister, I wonder if I could just ring my wife to see how the interview went. And she said, yes, dear. She was good, dear. Yes, dear, of course. Aren't we both lucky to have one? A wife. Poor Dennis.